All right, this is where we left off in regards to the road. Got a broken exhaust bolt that I had to extract. Got that out of the way, and now it's time to get out here and start clearing and cutting the path. So you can see once we pan around here, we've made a little headway coming around the turn. So if you kind of see the way the road's going so far, what I'm basically doing is following this ridge line, and it seems like where I'm going is where the deer paths are. I don't know if there's anything to that, but when I'm getting out ahead of the area that I'm working on and plotting it out, wherever I think that I should be, it seems like it's where the deer paths are. If anybody knows anything about that, drop a comment. I'm not a pro. I'm just out here doing it and trying to use my best judgment on how to achieve the results that I'm looking for. So yeah, you can't see very far ahead of you, so you're constantly kind of you're hopping off of the machine, to get this material out of the way and cut and brush manually. Not all of this is done with the machine. It's just a track loader. So anyhow, yeah, it's a chore. Like what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, and we're just chipping away at it. All right, so you got to do something with all of this plant matter that's removed. I've got the bucket jam-packed full there. Ideally, I would like to chip this, but it's just too much money to rent a machine and pay somebody to chip it. I'm tired of burning stuff. I really don't want to do that anymore, so I'm just burying it. I'm using it as fill. And yes, there could be some settling in the areas I'm using fill, but we'll just have to revisit that. Another point I'd like to make, if you don't know, then this is helpful. If you do know, then I'm just saying something you already know. When it comes to cutting a road into the side of the hill like this, you have kind of two different conditions. You're either on cut or you're on fill. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm basically cutting into the side of the hill, and whatever my machine is on top of is what is called on cut. It's the existing dirt, it's not fill dirt. Now, a lot of times when guys are doing these roads, they're cutting it with the bulldozer and they're putting a lot of the dirt over the side. The nice thing about having a track loader is that I can basically take that dirt, and like we're coming up on, I'm just going to call it a ravine. I don't really know what it's called, but it's a huge ditch, and you've got to get across this. Now, further back down the road, there's a ditch where I was able to basically, between just debris and dirt, fill it in. Now, I know that there's going to be settling there. This isn't a 10 dot road. This isn't a haul road for big crazy heavy trucks. So if these areas that I'm throwing fill into are compacted correctly and they start to settle or sag, I can just bring more material from somewhere else. I've got 51 acres out here. Wherever, when I get this to where it's going, I'm probably going to create a couple of borrow pits that will blend into the landscape. But yeah, so the thing that's getting a little dangerous here and there, and we're not really at a real sketchy point just yet, is there's times where you're trying to get up these hills, and we're going to be in that situation right here to where you're kind of digging and you can see that this is fill here. So I'm basically building benches on fill dirt on the side of a hill, and it's not safe. Now, there are some simple things that I try to do, like leave what I'm going to call guideposts. You can see that tree that's kind of awkwardly to our left of the machine. I know everything to the right, our right of that is on cut. There are times where you kind of forget where the cut ends and where the fill begins, and that's a good way to keep from going off the side. So this is exactly what I'm talking about here. I mean, this is all full of just trees, tree tops, dirt. I'm trying to kind of layer everything, but the machine is literally on like 20-foot thick of just fill. Alright, we're going to take a ride through here. Everything's kind of groomed up, and this is the way I like to see things. Like, you may see other channels, and it could be budget related, it could be time related, to where the road is what I'm going to call sloppy. There's just debris everywhere. When I mean debris, I mean just either topped trees or whole trees, and it's in piles everywhere, and it just, to me, looks like crap. What I want to see is what we're seeing right here, is to where it looks like the road was always there. It, in my opinion, should blend into the landscape. What I'm doing here is just following a ridge line and trying to keep a reasonable grade. I don't really mind if there's a high bank on the right side. It's just like anything else in life. You're just trying to balance it out. But yeah, enjoy, check it out. I hate to do this, guys, but please like, subscribe, and share. This would be a whole lot easier if I had an excavator with a hydraulic thumb. Please help me afford one. I'm trying to get monetized, and it would make the content more interesting. So thanks, people. At this point in the video, it is August 18th, and this dinosaur of a horsefly was trying to kill me while I was taking a shower. It's about September 2nd now, and we have acquired a new friend. What should we name this little buddy here? Any takers? Drop a comment. Maybe we'll name the possum your name of choice. And for just one subscription a day, we can continue to feed this possum. Please don't turn your back on helpless wildlife like this. Just take your finger and click the like button and the subscribe button. God bless.